We need to move outside of cricket.
I wanted to understand more on how the situation currently is in terms of building that sports infrastructure. You having faced it, firsthand that there are limitations, there are bottlenecks that occur. I want to put some insights to the table and you tell me more about them or how real this has been. My knowledge is surface level, it's theoretical, but probably what you've seen in the sporting world, you can probably help me build around that. So, from an India perspective, the major initiative was Khelo India when it started in 2017/18. They're trying to develop sports as at the grassroots level. I realize watching a couple of Khelo India youth games also that happened. I think there was a wave where they started airing the Khelo India youth games as well for people to watch, and that was something that did come into my eye when I was not researching about Khelo India particularly. And the Sports Authority of India has a lot of funds that they're investing in. They have a lot of infrastructure projects that are coming in. The ground realities, I don't know. What I do know for a fact is how Odisha as a state has been very supportive, be it of hockey or building infrastructure. And Andhra Pradesh as a state has an ambitious goal of building Andhra Pradesh as a sports capital for India. They've set up a whole sports city in Visakhapatnam, which they were to complete in 2024, and I think that is completed. I'm not certain. Help me understand what stuff is happening, where do we need to go, having that experience of looking at sports from the US perspective, the global perspective. The floor is yours.
There's no shortage of talent. Let's start there. There's no shortage of talent in this country. The talent is not nurtured, which is why infrastructure needs to exist. It's to nurture that talent.
Yeah.
I think we're in a great place right now in
Okay.
comparison to when I was growing up. Like you mentioned, Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai. There are certain states that are doing a lot more from a sports perspective.
Okay.
And I'm glad that we're in this trajectory where 10 to 15 years from now, India's bringing in even more medals from different sports. I think my biggest concern remains that there aren't enough like-minded, smart, dedicated people on the back end working for sports in India.
Okay.
And I think that's where ex-athletes come in. Whether it is a Mahesh Bhupati, Rohan Bopanna, Sania Mirza, from a tennis perspective, spearheading the charge to make tennis better in India, it's not going to happen otherwise. Because then, don't mind me saying this, you have 50-year-old men who've never played a sport in their life making decisions and not understanding what athletes need. So I think ex-athletes can play a major role in shaping the country's future. That's one. We talked about agents earlier. Scouting is an alien concept in India.
Absolutely.
And I think that could be really interesting. I don't think I've delved enough into how it would actually work, how you would scout an athlete and where you would take them from there. But I think as a potential agent in the future, if I might say, I'd love to scout grassroots talent, bring that talent to an academy in
Back them
a
with
part
resources.
of give them the resources and let a coach nurture them. So I think that's a concept that needs to be brought into the country, and I think that will be the next step that can help us.